Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Let's get to the news. Now folks, let me tell you, the Philadelphia Eagles are on a roll. They just moved to an impressive 4-0 record after a hard-fought 31-25 victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And if you've been paying attention, you know this isn't just a start, it's a statement. The Eagles, since their loss in Week 16 of the previous season, haven't looked back. They've been on this unstoppable momentum, and with each game, the confidence in this team just keeps growing. You can feel it in the air, especially in Philadelphia, where fans are buzzing with excitement, dreaming big about another Super Bowl appearance. But as everyone knows, in football, nothing is ever perfect, and even when you're winning, there are challenges behind the scenes. One of those has been the recent struggles of wide receiver A.J. Brown, who has become one of the most talked about players, not for his stats, but for what he's been posting on social media after the last game. Brown, after what was a tough outing against Tampa Bay, took to X, formerly known as Twitter, to share some heartfelt messages. First, he posted, "I love y'all with all my heart," accompanied by a heart emoji that looked like it was being mendied. And that immediately got fans and analysts thinking, what's going on with AJ? You see, just a week earlier, Brown was on fire, catching 6 passes for 109 yards and a touchdown against the Rams, showing everyone what he's capable of. That was his breakout game, and fans were expecting more of that Brown, the one who can explode for big plays and help carry the offense. But then, in the very next game, against Tampa Bay, he was virtually a non-factor. He caught just 2 passes on 9 targets for a mere 7 yards. Not what anyone expected, especially not the star receiver who's been a key part of the Eagles' offense since joining the team. And that's when the social media posts started to draw attention. Brown didn't just stop with the first message. An hour later, he posted again, this time sharing a graphic with a quote from the Bible, Mark 6:11. The verse says, "If you're not welcomed, not listened to, quietly withdraw. Don't make a scene. Shrug your shoulders and be on your way." Now, for fans and analysts alike, this was a clear sign that AJ might be feeling a little frustrated, maybe even a bit discouraged. After all, he's coming off 2 solid seasons where he surpassed 1,0 yards receiving both times. Heading into this season, expectations were sky-high. He's proven he can be a top receiver in this league, racking up over 7,0 yards and 49 touchdowns since 2019. So seeing his early stats, 151 yards through 4 games, well, that's not what fans or Brown himself envisioned. In fact, at this pace, he's far from reaching his previous benchmarks. It's understandable that this would be frustrating. Nobody wants to be held back, especially when you've shown you can be a game changer. Brown has been targeted 28 times in 4 games, which isn't bad at all, but only 14 catches. That's not the efficiency you'd expect from a receiver of his caliber. And more importantly, he hasn't dropped a single pass this season, which shows he's maintaining his focus and hands. So the lack of production isn't due to mistakes or drops. It's more about the opportunities and perhaps the way the offense is being run. Now, Coach Nick Sirianni has addressed this issue publicly, and he's been honest about the fact that the passing game isn't clicking as explosively as last season. That's an area they're working on, and Brown, being the playmaker he is, usually thrives in those big moments. Remember, he's a former first-round pick, a player with the talent and skill to turn any play into a highlight. But this season, it seems the ball isn't finding him as often or in the right places. It's a strange situation because the team is winning, and that often masks individual frustrations. As long as the Eagles keep winning, Brown's attitude and focus seem intact. There's no indication he's unhappy with the team or the locker room. It's more about the challenge of getting more involved in the offense, which is understandable. And here's the thing, this slow start isn't entirely on Brown. It's more a reflection on offensive coordinator Kevin Patullo and the entire offensive staff. Finding ways to get a player with Brown's talent the ball more often, especially in positions where he can thrive, is crucial. Sometimes, it's about scheming and play design, and other times, it's about execution. But the fact that Brown is targeted so often shows he's still a focal point of the offense, even if the production isn't matching expectations. The hope is that this will improve as the season progresses, and hopefully, the offensive game plan will adapt to better utilize Brown's skills. Now, let's talk about what this means for the Eagles moving forward. They're sitting at 4-0, and that's no small feat. The team's defense has been solid, and Jalen Hurts continues to demonstrate that he's one of the league's top quarterbacks, making plays both in the air and on the ground. The running game has been effective, and players like Devonta Smith have stepped up when needed. But the real story here is the balance. When A.J. Brown gets involved more consistently, this Eagles team transforms into a nearly unstoppable force. His ability to stretch the field and make contested catches makes him an integral part of this offense. So, the coaching staff has a lot to work on, and fans are eager to see Brown bounce back from this early slump and return to his dominant form. This situation also raises questions about the chemistry and the offensive rhythm. Sometimes, when a star player isn't producing as expected, it can ripple through the team, affecting confidence and game planning. But from what we see, Brown remains professional, and the team's focus is still on the bigger picture, the ultimate goal of reaching the Super Bowl again. The Eagles have one of the most talented rosters in the league, and their depth at key positions gives them an edge. Still, the key to their success lies in consistency, especially from their top playmakers like Brown. If they can get him involved in the way he's capable of, there's no doubt that this offense can become even more lethal. Looking ahead, the next few games will be crucial for Brown and the Eagles. The coaching staff needs to find creative ways to get him the ball, whether through quick screens, misdirection, or designed routes that play to his strengths. It's also about confidence, both in Brown's ability to bounce back and in the team's trust that he'll be a major part of their success moving forward. Eagles fans, I know you're excited and rightly so. This team has the talent, the coaching, and the hunger to make another deep playoff run, and Brown's resurgence could be the spark they need. And let's not forget, A.J. Brown's social media posts are a clear sign that he's processing these challenges internally. It's a reminder that even the best players face setbacks, but it's how they respond that defines their season. The fact that he's sharing these messages shows he's introspective and committed to overcoming this phase. The Eagles have always been about resilience, and this situation is no different. They have the talent and the mindset to turn things around quickly, and with Brown's skill set, it's only a matter of time before he's back to making those highlight reel catches that fans love. So, as we continue to follow this season, keep an eye on A.J. Brown. His journey through this early adversity will tell us a lot about his character and about the Eagles' resilience. This team, led by Jalen Hurts and a strong coaching staff, is in a great position to challenge for the NFC title and ultimately another Super Bowl appearance. But it's these small battles, like Brown's fight to find his rhythm, that often make the biggest difference. And from what we see, the Eagles are not just winning games. They're building a team that's resilient, adaptable, and hungry for greatness. The division rivals better watch out because Philadelphia is sending a clear message. They are ready to defend their crown and push even harder this season. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUB algorithm to keep recommending the latest Philadelphia Eagles news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. In the end, the Eagles are about more than just their star players. They're about a collective effort, a coaching staff that's always scheming, and a fan base that's passionate and loyal through thick and thin. Watching Brown's journey this season will be a key storyline, and fans are eager to see how he responds to this early adversity. Will he bounce back? Will the offense find new ways to incorporate him? Those are the questions we're all asking, and I believe that with the talent and grit this team has, they'll find a way. The NFC East is shaping up to be more competitive than ever, and the Eagles are right in the middle of it, fighting to defend their status as champions. So stay tuned, because the best is yet to come, and the Eagles are just getting started. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on A.J. Brown's social media posts? Do you think this is just a temporary setback, or could it be the start of a bigger story? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Philadelphia Eagles. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Philadelphia Eagles news. Thanks for being with us, and let's keep supporting this incredible team all season long. Go Eagles!